thank you so much for joining Sakko College Dunia, and thank you for the invitation acceptation. And
Thank
we'll
you also.
Yes, sir. So just we'll start with your brief introduction, like your journey in the education sector, and in which institute you are working in, and how is the working, how is the admission procedure is going on, and what are the COVID pandemic issues you're facing. So let's start with the introduction, sir.
Okay. Actually, I am a graduate in the year 2007. After that, I joined in industry in ITI Limited, the Bangalore-based public sector undertaking. There, I have worked for more than two years. But thereafter, I used a tendency to shift my job into academic sector. That's why I shifted in JS School of Polytechnic. Here I joined in 2009. Thereafter, since then I am working here. In 2014, I have completed my masters from IIT Kharagpur. Because I am involved with the mostly foundation day in 2009, from foundation year of our college. That's why this Department of Electronics and Telecommunication and the JS School of Polytechnic, for both of them, I am very much involved with them. And better to say, I am also involved with my students and JS School of Polytechnic. That's my journey.
Yes. So thank you for the brief introduction about you, sir. If you have any query, then just do ask. Otherwise, I will start with the questions.
At this moment, I do not have any query. You can go for the question.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir. So we'll start with the first question. Like, which is the latest program that you're offering in your department, which will help students outperform and stand apart from the crowd?
As our department and as well as our college is running under the parents body, that West Bengal State Council, that's why we have to follow all the norms laid by them. So in our department, we try to follow all their syllabus and course, and beyond that, we also try for our students to do something more. At this moment, we are trying to adopt some virtual, as because it is now COVID pandemic situation and lockdown is going on, so we are trying to adopt some virtual industry visit, virtual training, which we can provide. And further, I want to add that at this moment, we are trying to provide our students better opportunity from our, industrial training. That's all.
So, what will you say the best practices in the course you are offering in terms of the curriculum and in terms of the engagement with the industries?
Actually, if you can see the record of our college for the more than last 5 years, our students have scored brilliant result in the semester examinations in all over the West Bengal. The average score of our students are more than 75% in technical education, polytechnic. And as per the placement record, our placement record is also very good. Why I am telling this? Because everything is associated with each other. We always try in an conventional way, but with some latest technique. At this present moment, we also try to cope with our students by providing them industrial training with other concerned organizations like Skitter and others. We are trying to cope up with them or tie with them. And on other hand, we always try to train our students by mode of seminar, internship, and other grooming sessions with them.
Thank you, sir, for this highlighting these points.
Hello.
Yes, sir. So I would like to add the topic you said about like the webinar and the internship. Like to just give a brief about like the internship type of internship offered to the students and the types of webinars. Are they paid, or the student need to pay about that, and extracurricular activities for which students can go in the curriculum.
Okay. In our college, whenever students admitted in our college, we all from the day one, we try to keep them watch, and we try to keep them under 1:1 mentoring process. We first try to analyze the objective of the goal of the students, guide them, and then as per their requirement, we try to adopt our system with him or her. So some students, whenever they get admission in our college, someone have the focus on academics, higher academics. Many students from our college also goes for higher studies. Some other students always opt for the job. So from day one, we try to segregate them as per their requirement. Thereafter, we starts to groom them. For an example, those students who are opting for the job or who are opting to make them prepare for their future career, we used to groom them by mode of technical visit, industry visit, or technical training. For an example, we are trying to groom students in just shouldering and other type of activities which are very much associated with our electronics and communication engineering. Not only shouldering, there are also some other important categories where students should learn they will get hands-on experience of assembling. Assembling is a very vital part in our industry. So we try to make students handy with this assembling of the electronic ICs and devices or circuits. And then we also try to make our students capable to analyze any problem related with the academic electronics domain. We also try to groom them by mode of electronic model competitions. So these are the way by which we try to groom our students, by which they can adopt with the competition in the market.
Okay, thank you, sir, for the beautiful description about the extracurricular activities. So I would like to ask one more question on this. Like how do you tend to build an industry connect with this program in terms of webinar or the seminars? Like what is the criteria and how do you know?
Oh, yes, webinar.
Yes.
We used to contact with different industry persons. Like there is some LED manufacturing organizations. There are some other technical organizations, and we also have PCB assembling organizations. We have tie-up with them. So what used to do, they manage their times, and we also arrange these webinars where the industry persons provide their valuable speech to our students. On other hand, our alumni who are pass out in the year of 2012 or 13, etc., they are also now at this moment established in electronics industry. So sometime in reference to them, we used their links to arrange the webinars for our students. Our students at that moment interact with the industry person, interact with their alumni, their dadas and didis, and by that way, they used to be groomed for the industry.
Great. So you have a good number of alums working in the industry, right?
Yes. Actually, as because our first batch was passed on 2012, so from 2012 to this is 2021. Yeah. So more than 8 to 9 years are there. The alumni they are also established in the industry.
Okay. Great. So I would like to ask the question on the projects. Like, what are the types of projects that students are working on through this program? The types of projects in terms of curriculum projects or extracurricular projects.
Last year, yes, sir. Last year, our students made some project on drone. On that case, they have prepared the drone. The drone will act for where if there is any, what should I say, more number of people are acquired in a place, then the drone will observe that and that will generate a signal, because that drone will help to resist any gathering of people. That is also applicable for in this COVID pandemic situation. On other hand, our students made a car that is controlled from remote area. So the remote controlled car that will go and look after if there are any open wiring system. Actually, at this moment, there are some mining blast. You have heard that mining blast, or there are some after any storm or after any earthquake, there may be some cases where the carted wire or electric wire cause death, because at that moment that used to make the area electrified. So this car will check this open source, is there any existence or not. So that was also a very good project. There was a project by which the student made a CRO, cathode ray oscilloscope. But when a cathode ray oscilloscope that cost at least 18 to 20,000 rupees, that CRO was made by the students or designed by the students, which was costing 10,000 maximum. So these type of projects, students are involved or engaged and guided to do this project. We always try to make something innovative, but that always it is not possible to make something very much innovative for all the students. But our target is that being in a limited resource, if the students have the limited resource, within that, by the unique ideas, if we can do something better. That is our motto or our objective during project.
It's good to have innovation in projects. So I would like to ask the next question. Like you already talked about that you have a good alum base, so you will be able to answer this question very easily. So what are the benefits and the career options after pursuing this course? Like there are so many students you already talked about, like who are looking for postgraduate courses and the degrees. So just help other students, like what are the benefits and the career options after pursuing this course?
Okay, actually, as I feel that many students who want to admitted in this course or who are looking for any course, they have 2 or 3 options. Like very broadly, that is government job. There is what should I say, corporate job. There is also private job, etc. So after completion of electronics diploma course, students have variety of options. For an example, first I want to mention one thing. Electronics is the trade which is a combination of core engineering and latest technologies. So by studying this course, electronics and telecommunication, students have the opportunity to opt for government job. There is a railway, there is some public sector undertaking. All they have opening for the polytechnic students, especially for the electronics engineers. There are also options where students can extend their studies, and by that way they can get chance in R&D, research and development. But any R&D sector, they need more time for study. That's why for that purpose, it is also open for them. Another thing is that By studying this, students can opt for the government jobs that where the eligibility criteria is diploma. Further, students have also the opportunity to opt for academical sector also. So variety of options are there, and truly speaking, by studying electronics and communication diploma, students will get various opportunities to flourish their career in future. Sir.
Yes, thank you, sir. So there is less awareness about these projects and these courses. So just provide a deep insight about like what are the characteristics or the skills of a students of who can join these courses. Like you can say that the science student, or who the student who are looking for innovations, or who are hard workers, or who are engaged in extracurricular activities. So what are the type of student you are looking for admissions?
Very good question, sir. Actually, see, this course is open for all. Maybe some students may think that I am a student of science background, so I cannot join in this course. But this course is open for all those students who have the eligibility. Eligibility, as per the council, state council, there are some barrier of marks and others. Otherwise, all the students from all the trades or all the streams, they can join in this course. But the fact is that I believe that there is no shortcut of any for the success. So whatever the students need, that is their studiousness, that is their what should I say, urge. Actually, there is a hunger for the success or to establish themselves.
Exactly.
So if any student have the eligibility and the hunger in him or her, then he is welcome for this course. Yes, the course needs some mathematical applications or something else. But in our college and in our department, I have found that in previously that students from commerce background, they also scored brilliantly, and thereafter he also established himself in career with electronics and telecommunication very strongly or firmly. So there is no categorization. Students who have the hunger, who have the urge, who want to establish himself or herself in his career, then he can join in this course.
Thank you for the beautiful answer. So would like to ask the last question of this interview. Like, what are the valuable advice would you like the student to for them to have a prosperous career ahead?
Just in my previous question, sir, I have answered one thing, that I believe success do not have any shortcut. So the students first need to analyze themselves, that what is their need. I have seen that many students are there who have joined without any objective. If any students have any specific objective, that yes, I have to establish myself, that is the main important part the students should have in their mind. So my suggestion is that first, students need to analyze themselves, that what is their need. Then the main question comes that which institution should he or she should choose. So in that case, I should suggest that please look after all the options in your hand. I can assure you that JIS School of Polytechnic has established a record to groom students and establish themselves in their career properly. You can verify that also. Then I would suggest the students to go for the right option, and then I think he or she will be guided by the teachers, by the experienced faculty members and others who are associated with the institution. and others will be done. There is no, what should I say, hunky-punky to get the success. He or she must will be successful in his or her career. That I think this is my suggestion.
Exactly, sir. So thank you for the beautiful suggestion to all the aspirants who are looking to join your course and who are just confused about what to do. And thank you for these words. And hope they will be able to follow their passion and will be able to support the society. And I would like to conclude this
Thank you,
interview.
sir. I also want to thank you.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Yes, sir. Actually, I am thankful to you because you have provided us the opportunity to explore us, and I believe that this will be helpful for those students to guide them. And I know that College Dunia also is a very strong background to guide students and establish them in their career. So I am hopeful that with help of you, students will be able to establish themselves or get the proper guidance from you, sir. Thank you,
so
sir.
much. Thank you so much for your kind words, sir.